Hey everyone, it's Cast a Spell, and today we are doing some Ven A Mi spell work. This is one of my favorite things to do with my clients. It's powerful, it's intense. Ven A Mi in Spanish is come to me or to come over to me. And this particular kind of work is not simply meant for just romance and lust and relationships and things like that, but it's to literally bring what you want to you. Now, it's most commonly used for romance and relationships and things like that. Now, the difference is this is not for love. If you want to deal with love, the whole entire spirit of love, you're dealing with the primordial spirit. So that's a totally different kind of work. So digressing, if you want to plant the seed for romance to blossom, for it to become something else, for it to grow into something else, to give space for something to grow, then Ven A Mi work is probably your best bet. So moving forward, I want to make sure I say this. This video is sponsored by Occult Corner Store. This is where you can find your Ven A Mi spell kit if you are, maybe lacking in a few items that you may need for your spiritual work. Occult Corner Store has the kits, the books, it has the oils, the herbs, it has the rituals, it has the bone readings. We do many things. But if you guys don't have any herbs, these particular herbs work really well. Cinnamon, rose, Himalayan salt, clove, anise, allspice, coffee, My mixture has Palo Ven A Mi. I work with Palo Conjure, and Palo Ven A Mi is an amazing Palo to work with, okay? It is intense, it attracts what you need, and that's why I have it in my particular set of herbs here. But if you do not have the herbs that I provide, again, these herbs are great to use. You're more than welcome to make your own mixture and make something that is, connected to you. So there are also a plethora of other items you can use. For example, rope or chains, glue. What that's best for is the symbol of tying something to you, bringing something to you, attracting it, locking it down towards you. If this is for a particular person, blood, bodily fluids, hair, pictures, that kind of thing is perfect for this kind of work as well. You also want to have your offering ready. Okay, so what I mean by that is if you're working with a particular spirit that presides over love and romance and lust and things like that, you want to be sure that you set up an offering already, something beautiful for them. They're the ones that overlook this shit for you. There are many spirits that preside over the Ven A Mi work. Ezreal Frida, Oshun, Lakshmi, Cupid, Rati, Santissima Muerte. Okay? Now, personally, I'm using Lakshmi. I very much enjoy Lakshmi. So I already have her offering, her milk, her jewelry, and things like that. But Ezreal Frida is a really great one to use as well. So if anyone's not aware of these particular spirits, make sure you do your research. Make sure you take your time. Give space for these spirits to come through to work for you. Give space for these spirits to come to you and be open to what they have, okay? A great way to just invoke a spirit is to bring an offering. Now let's get down to business. The goal of this kind of spell work is to obviously not just attract what we seek, but to tie it to ourselves, okay? To create an attachment, which is ultimately making an agreement with the process and the outcome. The spell is the agreement. Agreements with the spirit you work with is what needs to be acknowledged and respected. That's why offerings, sacrifices, if you're to that level with these particular spirits, are necessary. If you're going to work with them, work with them. Utilizing the elements is a perfect way for conjure. Okay, if you want to manifest and bring life into a spell, we must prepare a vessel. The candles are tools you use, and just that, just a tool. Each herb, each candle, each oil, picture that you use is a symbol in your magic. The vessel is your spell work. Allow each item and every purpose you have for them to carry the intent. Don't do something for the sake of it being done. Make sure it carries weight in your magic, or else it's just for naught. It needs to mean something to you, or else why would it mean anything to the spirits that you're working with? Now, representing the elements is very simple, and it's not limited to the ways I'm about to share with you, but these are some very simple ways to, invoke your elements. So for the fire element, it's very simple. You can light the candle. Make sure the fire element is represented, but blood is also a really great way to represent fire. You're going to be using an earth element, of course, and that earth element can be represented by the hair, the nails, the blood. It can be represented by your herbs that you're using, clothing of the individual, things like that. So your earth element is anything made of earth. You know, and that's a very simple way of putting it. Your water element as well can be the personal juices, the oils, the blood, tonics, so things like that. River water. River water is beautiful in Ven A Mi work. And as you can see right now, blood is very universal when working with the elements. Blood is a very intense symbol to use in magic. That's why it's seen in magic so heavily. So in the air element realm, palos that can be burnt to attract fragrant perfumes. Even your own breath is a really great way to represent the air element. Also, incense, cigars, tobacco, ganja, things like that can be used as well. So you're gonna need 2 genital candles, okay? One to represent you, one to represent the other. I have my oil, my Ven A Mi oil that I'm gonna be using. I have my herbs, my Palo Ven A Mi mixture. I also have a white piece of paper and a string and milk. Okay, now the reason why I have milk in this particular spell is because Lakshmi, the spirit that I'm working with, loves to be rinsed and drenched in milk. She loves the cleanliness, the beauty of particular items, and milk is one of her things. So yeah, I have my bowl, I have my milk. So part of my water element that I'm representing here is with milk and my oils. This is the part where if you want to scribe or to carve into your candles with any particular message, intent, anything like that, this is the time to do it. Okay, I'm starting off by rinsing my candles in milk, representing the cleanliness that I'm coming towards her with. Okay, so I'm rinsing it off with milk. This is where I start dressing my candles with my Ven A Mi herbs and my oils and making it very pretty for her. Next on the agenda, I have my piece of paper. Now, when you want to attract a particular person, this is why I put this in here, or particular manifestation. This is where you write it in the form of an X 3 times. Okay, so if it's 2 people's names, you know, if it's your name and the other person's name, you cross your name with each other 3 times. Okay, doing this is going to lock that particular type desired manifestation to you. Fold it into a little square, put it to the side. We're going to put it in there later, trust me. So now that we're putting our oils and we've put our herbs and we've dressed our candles, if you've carved into your candles, everything, you've written down what you want to manifest, you've locked it into place on that piece of paper. Now we're going to tie it together. And this is ensuring the locking, ensuring the attraction, ensuring the fact that it will come to you. Okay? And once I tie it 3 times. So honey, 3 is the magic number. And I place it in the milk, especially when I'm working with Lakshmi, or if you have river water, you know what I mean? Like, as really Frida enjoys river water. Put your candles in a saucer or a small bowl of river water and just, oh, she will fucking love it. Put some Florida water in there. Yes. And then light it. Allow it to do its job. The more personalized and the more intimate you were in setting up your spells and dealing with your spirits, I can guarantee you that's what's going to make your magic flourish. That's what's going to make shit pop. These spirits can sense a phony bitch from a mile away. So just being honest, being intimate with your work is what's going to allow this to flourish. And if you guys want some more information, I do have a blog where I talk about spell work and things like that. So enjoy. Again, occultcornerstore.com, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.